Hello sweeties, hope you're all well. Well, today's lesson is really about forgiveness and why should you forgive. To be honest, as a human person, this is something I thought I could never do, but I'm really glad I did because now I'm a happy, easygoing person. It's definitely the best thing I ever did. Spiritually, forgiveness means, do you want to cut the cords, the energetic cords, that ties you to pain and hatred? So it's not quite the same as what we know as humans. So every time I saw a person that did something to me, my stomach would go up, be in a knot, or if something came on the TV that reminded me of them, it's a constant reminder, and then that would bring up sort of anger, and just being sort of miserable again. And so the thing that helped me was when I'd said, yes, I'm willing to forgive, you're kind of giving God the responsibility of what that person's done to you to them. And then what you've got to do is deal with your pain and things, and then they will give you justice. And that quite often will come in a form of a manifestation blessing that you wanted. So it's very beneficial for you to be forgiving somebody or an event. The other thing that helped me forgive some of the people was that spirits come onto the earth. Some of them are acting horrible because they are just trying to help you go through an experience. It is a bit of a tough one to digest, that one, but when you start looking at things totally different, now I look at everything it was an experience. So I don't really sort of have that negative energy pulling me anymore. It was an experience, I didn't like it, move on. And the other one is they can have negative attachments, especially if you're dealing with somebody that has, say, alcoholism, anything that has a real hold of a person. They can have an attachment, and I will cover all of that later on in another video. So because negative energy was projected onto me, I basically was projecting onto other people. So I found myself asking a question. This is a choice. Do I want to stay miserable and carry on as I was, or do I want to cut these energetic cords? And I thought, no, I'm going to cut the cords. And the other thing that always helped me was I would always think, oh, I'm going to manifest, say, my nice Kia car. I can do this. So I was always looking forward and never looked back at what had been. So that would be a great one for you to sort of start thinking, yeah, I could get this, and give yourself a boost rather than looking back and giving yourself a horrible day. So if you want to cut the cords, if you want to get rid of the pain and everything, just simply say to the universe, please show me the way in which to get rid of the pain and anger that I suffer. Don't do this in a way where you're coming across as, oh, please, I can't do this anymore. I've got this and I've got these stomach pains and I've got that. You're sending out a negative energy and you'll just get back more negative. So be really clear sort of and strong and say, universe, I'm ready to forgive. Please show me the way forward for this to happen. So this is how I dealt with, because what we're doing is we're changing the way we're thinking. And the way that I dealt with it was I would always step into my spiritual side. So I always thought I'm human and I'm spiritual. So if somebody was shouting at me now, first of all, I would say, guides, please put a cloak of protection over me and remove any negative energy that this person is putting onto me. So I've got no more baggage going on to me. That's been dealt with. Then what you want to do is bless them. And that's not what you're expecting. So, so let's call him Jim. So just say, God, I wish Jim or whoever to receive inner peace and guidance so that he or she can live in peace. Simple as that. And then just walk away. Don't react in anger because it's just more negative energy. Walk away if you can, and yeah, just don't react anymore to those situations. So let's look at me and the way I was projecting. So I'm angry, and if anybody said anything, I'm ready to have a good old go at them. So the other thing I had to do was stop myself, step over to my spiritual side, acknowledge that I'm about to do purging onto somebody else. So I could either walk away. You can either, if it's really bad, go upstairs and punch some pillows and get rid of all that energy and that anger. And then just sit down with yourself and say, really, do I want to sit and go through this for the rest of my life? And the answer is you wouldn't. You really would not, sweeties. And I'm hoping that loads of you youngsters will absorb this information I'm trying to get out to people and really improve their lives, because being on the spiritual side and being a high vibrational person it's heaven. It's lovely, and that's what I really want for all of you, is to carry on with your life but in a much more positive, happy place. So the only question is to ask yourself is, you have the choice. Do you want to be happy and high vibrational person, bringing in high vibrational friends and experiences, or do you want to stay miserable? And it's as easy as that. And well, we'll see if you need a pair of scissors or not soon, won't we? Take care, my loves.